Yo, Josh Jarch, 132 to 103, and Joel Embiid with 36 points. And my boy had that thunderous dunk. And in this game, no one could guard him. No one could guard him. He was even shooting threes. He had 3 3-pointers in this game. He had his fair share of points. And in this entire lineup, everyone did good. Tobias Harris, 20 points. DannyGreen doing stuff that he did not do in the Lakers and making almost every single 3-pointer. He got 5 3-pointers in this game. BenSimmons passing the ball, assist, you know what I'm saying? And BenSimmons did his job in this game. Seth Curry also did his job in this game too with 15 points. And the bench, they did their fair share of things. This game was a blowout. They almost won by 30 points, 132 to 103. That is very impressive for the 76ers. And this game, honestly, was probably the best game they played in the entire playoff series. Only 2 points for Alex Len. 2 points for Alex Len. He only played 11 minutes. That is concerning, though, for them, in my opinion, because their center position, I feel like they would have a better chance if they had a better center. Joel Embiid has just been going at their center and destroying them. He had 36 points in only 28, not even 30 minutes did my boy Joel Embiid have 36 points. Imagine that. Not even 30 minutes. And he can do all that stuff. They got to get a new center next year. They got to fire their coach next year. They got to make a lot of different adjustments next year because they are not that good of a team to really do anything. They got BradleyBeal, they got WestBrick, but they need to start building around those players, because if they can't build around those players, they're not going to do anything. They need solid players on this team, like Bertans, Hachimura. I mean, I can't pronounce his name, but Hachimura, he's young. He could probably be a good player in the future, but you actually need solid players on this team that can actually do stuff. He only had 10 points. Bertans only had 8 points. You need other people to step up. Like, for an example, on the 76ers side, you had Tobias Harris with 20 points, DannyGreen with 15 points. The team was helping out. On the Wizards side, 2 points from Alex Len, 2 points from Raul Neto, which is a backup point guard. He plays quite a bit of minutes. That's really, really bad. I mean, Ish Smith, he kind of did good in the past couple of games, and maybe even in this game with 4 assists, but that's not going to cut it. You need to have way better people on the team, and this is why they're most likely going to get swept. So bring out the boom, because I think that the 76ers are going to be sweeping the Wizards, because this was a really bad game for the Wizards. Now, in the first quarter, the 76ers, they kind of was blowing them out or whatever, and then the Wizards came back. The Wizards came back a little bit, but they never really got into they cut it to 2 points, I think, or maybe 4 points. But then the 76ers came back and they brought in their starters, and they were able to just keep applying that pressure on. They applied the pressure on the entire game. I really like how the coach for the 76ers kept telling them, to apply the pressure. Doc Rivers is a W coach. He is a W coach, way better than Brett Brown. I feel like that might even been the problem. Like, Brett Brown, he allowed so much times for other teams to just come back. He would just be like, they're not going to come back. They're not going to come back. And then they came back. That happened a lot of times when Brett Brown was the coach. It doesn't really happen that much times as Doc Rivers. So props to the 76ers organization for getting a W coach, because I feel like Doc Rivers is a way better coach, and this team is way better. We got a whole bench. We got a really solid bench. I feel like our bench is kind of underrated. Matisse Thybulle, George Hill, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is so underrated. I feel like in certain situations, he's going to be so used, especially when we get more up into the playoffs. So Dwight Howard, major W. Even Maxey, and even Shake Milton, and even Korkmaz, really good W shooter. Major props for the 76ers for getting really solid players that the Wizards don't have, and that's why they lost this game. So clap it up. Now, moving forward, yes, I think they're going to get swept, and they're going to be versing the Knicks. Hopefully they sweep the Knicks too, or the Hawks, which I think they might even have a chance to do, because do you not see this? Like, whatever. Like, do you not see this? Do you not see this? Now the Hawks might have a better chance than the Knicks, because Clint Capella, I feel like he's very good on the defensive side, so that might be a little bit more tough for the 76ers, and just in my opinion, because the Knicks don't really got a center like that, and they've been struggling. The Knicks versus the Hawks, they've been struggling with the center position. You know, Capella has been destroying their center, so you know, I'm really hoping that we get the Knicks. I feel like that's gonna be maybe even a sweep. If you look at the matchup, like, our starting five, or the 76ers starting five, is arguably like the top 3 starting five in the entire NBA. So, you know, I don't really know who can beat us besides the Nets. I've been saying this from day one, that the Nets are probably the only team that could beat us. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't even think that freaking Giannis Antetokounmpo can beat us. Am I wrong, guys? Like, literally think about this. Like, look at this. Look how the team played tonight. Like, they're so good, yo. They're way better than last year. They're way better than any other years. This is the best version of the 76ers, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And even if they got the Celtics, instead of the Wizards, they still would have beaten them. That's just what I think. Really. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think? Do you think the 76ers are gonna advance to the finals after this? And will the Wizards be able to somehow win one game? I do think they're getting swept, but maybe BradleyBeal and Russell Westbrook can get something going on and, you know, carry the team. They gotta carry hard, because the Wizards other players not looking like they're stepping up anytime soon, but maybe they can do that next game. We'll see what happens with that. But major W to the 76ers for this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'm out.